Check this out.
Women are usually the ones who leave the marriages.
Two reasons why a man leaves his wife or files for divorce. Number one is another woman pushing him to do it, okay? Or number two is something real foul went down.
So sort of like the men are happy in their marriages, and women don't realize that they're the ones who are often dissatisfied.
He might absolutely like you more than his girlfriend. That do not mean he want to be with your. That don't mean he's ever intending to wife your. Because your girl can get on your goddamn nerves, but I still know this who I want to be with. She's just getting on my nerves right now, and I don't like her. I love her, though.
A good woman is probably, literally, 1 in a million. It seems like I'm exaggerating. I don't know a lot of good women.
But I happen to like you. You know what I'm saying?
Love you? Bitch, you got to be crazy. I use you. You're a toy, bitch. A freak.
You know what I'm saying? Because in the midst of my difficulty with my partner, you was willing to squeeze yourself in. You didn't even try to take up space. You know what I'm saying? You was willing to fit into my life exactly the way I needed you to fit in.
This ain't going nowhere past sex. That's all it is. That's all we ever gonna be. You a side chick, and you gonna remain a side chick until I'm done with you. Real shit.
You feel me?
Hey, man.
I can like you right where you at. You don't want no more. You ain't asking for shit. Hell yeah, I like you.
He's not putting a ring on it. I'll tell you that now.
You mean I get to still go home to my girl? Yes, I like you a lot.
So all them excuses he making, it's just excuses. He, like she said, he don't want a relationship with you.
I'ma talk to you a lot. You mean you gonna get up? You actually okay with me having to get off the phone when my girl walk in? Yeah, I like you, baby.
Damn, she might be a hoe.
I like you a lot.
If you meet a man that's not physically or mentally abusive and has beat the system, he's already successful. If you feel like that you're lowering your standards, so they're constantly being demasculated by their size or how much money they make, and it's done to them by the women of their own culture, whether based on how much a man makes, then you just don't need a man.
Send me a man, because I don't want to do none of that shit.
If you're not a person's place of peace, if you don't bring them some sort of joy in their life, they not gonna miss you.
Ain't none of y'all married. Don't nobody want you. Your baby daddies don't want you. You done ran them in the ground.
Mama, I'm not gonna miss going back and forth with you. I'm not gonna miss arguing with you on the phone all day about whatever it is. I'm looking for peace. I'm on a quest of peace.
Talk to me about a woman who been married 30, 40 years and let her tell me about her man, because she can't tell me about our man. Let me tell me about the man that you chose, the man that you had. Don't tell me about the men you didn't have, because you don't know those men. Because if all men were the same, all men will be doing the same.
The only women that will publicly humiliate a man based on the size of his anatomy and his finances.
The faithful man that the black woman thinks she won't don't exist with money. Some nigga beat women if some nigga won't dare touch a woman. And some nigga say bitch, 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 and then some nigga say, hey, don't say there's women in the room. So we're all different.
When a woman enters the home of a man, her role is to increase his wealth.
You're supposed to hold me down. And if you're not going to hold me down, you're going to hold me back.
It's a foolish one that lessens his wealth. That's what this scripture is. A foolish woman will lessen his wealth, but a wise woman builds the wealth of her husband through wisdom.
It's a vow, and it says, look, I know that you're trouble. Me too. So we won't leave, no matter what happens.
He's not all that good, and you ain't either.
Well, that's a hell of a vow, but that's why it's a vow, right? That's why you take it in front of a bunch of people. That's why it's supposed to be a sacred act.
Because once you develop a conscience, once you learn right from wrong and you got a conscience, homie, I wouldn't give a fuck what turn you on, you wouldn't do it. I wouldn't give a fuck how horny you is, you ain't gonna cheat on your wife. When you develop that, you fight against your nature. You deny yourself. That's where fasting and praying come in at. You develop coping skills. You develop critical thinking skills, conflict skills to supersede your nature. That's where the morality comes in at.
The women rated their marriages as, 7, not like 3 or 4, as 7. And
How interesting.
They would say things like, I love him, but I'm not in love with him anymore. And the men were devastated because they thought the marriage was just fine.
Right.
If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button or follow, and y'all be good.
what we do.